Hello, everybody. Happy today, whatever today is for you. For me, it is a Sunday, so happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea. I talk about tea, books. I'm going to talk about music because I find it to be very lovely, of course, but mostly I talk about books here. Let's start out with the tea that I'm drinking. I love this mug. It says, "You are fabulous." You all are fabulous. Let me set this right here so I don't spill it all over myself. That would be bad. I am drinking organic peppermint tea. It says it soothes the belly. Fancy. So this is traditional medicinals. They're sold most places. I wanted a peppermint tea and I found this one and I'm quite enjoying it. So I definitely recommend it. So that is the tea I'm drinking today. What are you drinking? Are you drinking tea today? If anybody has any recommendations for tea, I've loved the ones that I've gotten and I've placed some orders, so I'm super excited about that. Second order of business, I wanted to shout out my friend Daisy. She got me these earrings. They are from the Flower Farm, which is located in Loomis, California. I will link their website down below. They have so many fun festivals, and one of them is the Flower Festival. Daisy and I were driving through Loomis, and then we found it. And so we just had lunch there. It wasn't a festival day, but we are looking forward to going back for a festival. So thank you to Daisy for thinking of me and getting me these beautiful earrings. The lighting and the set are different today, as you can see. I love the beautiful light streaming through. So the books I show you, they might have a glare on them, but I love the lighting so much that I can't change it. I'm sorry, we'll just have to deal with the glare. So I'm filming at my parents' house because my sister is visiting, and I thought I want to film this video, but I need somewhere to film. And so my mom helped me set up this little beautiful space. She is a master at growing violets. I don't understand how she does it. She has 8 violets, and most of them are in bloom right now, and they are beautiful. I love them. So thank you to Mom for helping me set up this filming area and then growing amazing violets. What? Crazy. All right, are there any other orders of business? Yes. I wanted to say thank you to everybody who has commented, liked the video, subscribed. I know I only have 2 so far, but I have really enjoyed filming those 2 and then checking the comments every day and chatting with everybody. So thank you so much. And thank you for the suggestions for future videos you want me to film. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I batted around a couple different ideas today, but I finally settled on what I'm reading currently. So there are 3 physical books I'm reading right now, and then I have 2 audiobooks lined up that I'm going to start this week. Most of these are for book clubs, and so I'll let you know. I think I'm in 6 book clubs, so as you can tell, I love me a good book club, and that's okay. That's okay. Speaking of the first book club, this is a book club with some of the people I used to tutor with. I used to work at a tutoring place on the weekend. Unfortunately, it closed, but we all decided to band together and do a book club, do movie nights, do tutoring nights. So one of the people at book club recommended this one. So what we're doing with this one, this is 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khalid Hosseini. We each picked one book, and then throughout it, I don't know if this will show well, but we each picked a book, and then we went through and we did highlights, and each member left comments as well. So I think I'm the 4th person to get 1,000 Splendid Suns. And so I am currently going through and I am annotating it. So I really like that idea. So an annotation book club. 1,000 Splendid Suns is set in Afghanistan. I haven't got too far into the book yet. I am a couple chapters in, so I'm not going to speak too much about it, but I really love the way it's written so far. It's different from the other 2 books I'm reading because it is very to the point in a way that captures your attention. I don't know if that makes sense. If anybody has read this book and understands what I'm saying, please let me know. I really like the candidness of it. So if you've read this book, if you've read The Kite Runner, let me know. That's on my to be read. So if you've read either books, let me know. And like I said, I know there's a glare, but the lighting's so beautiful. I can't say no to it. I can't say no. All right, so the next book that I'm reading is one that has been on my shelf for a little over a year, and I decided I wanted something fun and summery, so I picked it up. I read multiple books at once. Tell me in the comments, can you only read one book at a time? Or can you read multiple books at a time? I have some friends who say I have to read just one book at a time, and then I have some friends who can read multiple. So let me know what you like. So this one is Love and Olives. You might have heard of this author, Jenny Evans Welch, because she also wrote Love and Gelato. I've read Love and Gelato, but honestly, I'm going to reread it because I don't remember it too well. I read it in high school. And then her second one is Love and Luck, so I'm also going to read that. I have a book that has both in there. This book, Love and Olives, is set in Santorini, which I absolutely love. I want to go there someday. It's on my bucket list. Everywhere is on my bucket list. What am I talking about? But I definitely do want to go to Santorini. The main character, Liv, has been estranged from her father. She has not seen her father in years. And one day she gets invited to fly from America to Greece and then partake in a special project with him. And she's thinking, what is this project? Well, he is an Atlantis hunter. So she helps him with a project around Atlantis. I don't want to tell you too much because I really liked unraveling what was happening in the book, so I want you to do the same. I don't know where this is going. I'm 300 pages in exactly, and it's out of 500 pages, so I do not know what the next 200 pages will hold, but I'm excited to figure out where this is going. So if you want a fun summary read, this one is good. This one is good. All right, so the other physical book that I have is One Day by David Nicholas. This was recommended to me by one of the people in my craft group. What she did was she put out a poll where everybody could fill it out and tell her their favorite book genre, their favorite types of books, or even their favorite book, and then she would pick a book out of her collection to give to all of us that she recommended. So she picked One Day for me, and I'm really liking it so far. It is a movie, so I'm definitely going to watch the movie after this. It starts in 1988, and then it goes through the next 20 years on the same day, July 15th, to snapshot Dexter and Emma's relationship. I'm really loving it so far. I'm only a couple chapters into this one as well because I have been reading Love and Olives, but don't worry. I'm going to give this one its time this week. I really like it so far. I like that it's set up in snippets so that we get to see them throughout the years. I think that's a really interesting concept. So I am loving this one so far, and I definitely do recommend it. Now I'm going to talk about the other two books, and they are for book clubs as well. I'm sorry, I'm in a lot of book clubs. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about, it's on my phone, so I want to pull it up just to make sure I get it right. It is Strangers by Belle Burden. I'm reading this with my pen pal Beverly. Hi Bev, how are you? And we wanted to dive into the world of memoirs. I mentioned this in my last video, I think, that I wanted to look at memoir. No, my first video. I mentioned that I wanted to read more memoirs. So my friend Beverly had heard about this one, and so we picked it up. I'm going to listen to the audiobook. I bought it on Barnes & Nobles, and so I will get back to you and let you know how I liked it. I'm very excited. I know next to nothing about it, so I have nothing for you because I'm going into it completely blind. I love doing that. If I'm being really honest, I love just being given a book and then figuring out what it's about. So I think it's about a woman who gets divorced and then is finding where she is, but that could be a complete lie. I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. I did read the description and I liked it, but then I just threw it out of my brain. So it is what it is. The other audiobook that I'm going to be reading is Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I've read her work before. She has the essay, the book, We Should All Be Feminists. And then that piece of work was featured in Beyonce's Flawless music video, not the remix, the original one. And so you hear her at the start of that video going over a part of that speech to open that video up, which I think is so cool. So cool. So Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, I have a few of her other books, but I'm going to start with Purple Hibiscus for my international book club. And then I'm going to dive into Americana because it's been sitting on my shelf forever. Why? Why do I do that? It's fine. That's part of the reason why I created this channel, is to make myself read my books. Hold myself accountable, if you will. And I just love talking about books. I did not even look up the description for this book, so I can't tell you a single thing about it except for I really like Chimamanda's work, and she does amazing TED Talks. I've used them in my class before, so if you want to look up her work, please do. Please do. Like I said, I have no clue what it's about. I did not even read the description. I just downloaded it on Libby, and then I'm gonna listen to it while I drive. I love listening to books while I drive. Question. You can put this in the comments below. Do you like listening to audiobooks while you drive, or do you have to listen to music, or does it have to be silent? I'm curious. I don't know why I'm curious, but I am. I find people's preferences to be really, really interesting. All right, I think that's all that I have for you today. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. I want to thank Shannon, Olivia, and Beverly for their recommendations and for being in book clubs with me. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I think I'm going to film on Sundays and Wednesdays, and I'm going to have all different lengths of video to see how we like it. So let me know. Let me know what length of video. I know that I like watching some longer videos. This one is going to be about 13 minutes long, but I also like watching little shorter videos. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for encouraging me to keep with this project. And I hope you're able to have a cup of tea. Yay! And I hope you have a fantastic day. Like I said, if you have any recommendations or if you've read any of the books, let me know. Bye, everybody.